Hello, Douglas AM family. I am so excited that you can all be with me here tonight for our Big Night In talent show. My name is Brendan, and I'm going to be your host for the evening. We have put so many hours into this to make sure that we have got the best show possible for you. I hope you're all sitting comfortably, that you've got your snacks, you've got the whole family there, and you are ready. So, we have 17 performances for you tonight. Possibly 18, actually, as I come to think of it. We're going to have 3 celebrity judges who are introduced to you shortly, but you at home are the main judge. Never forget that throughout the evening. One thing I do need for you, though, is that to make sure you are commenting. A few of you have already been commenting away. So, first of all, Christine Corlett, you are on the right stream. Welcome to the Big Night In. I see loads of you have been commenting that you're excited. Hannah Darnold's excited to see Eric. Mark Doyle's buzzing. Caitlin's really excited to see her life group from the Robinsons. Yes, Caitlin, I agree. They are very talented. Dale, you say you are ready for the big night? The Buchanans, I see that you are watching from Foxdale. Jill's excited, and the Bakers even sent a picture, and even Digby the dog is all ready. So, I hope you are all excited and ready to watch. Now, before we get on with it, I need to introduce to you 3 judges. So let's meet our judges. So now that you're all at home sitting comfortably, before we start the show, I have 3 important people I need to introduce to you for tonight. They're going to be our judges for the evening. So, our first judge is none other than Miss Diamond Drop. She's flown in from Las Vegas, where she's just finished her residency in one of the hotels there. Rumor has it that she didn't get her money from her failing singing career, but actually she got it from her ex-husband, who was a plastic surgeon in LA. Well, let me tell you, her demands for tonight were quite excessive. She wanted water from Japan and an extra dressing room for a pet chihuahua. You always see her covered in glitz and glam and always with 6-inch heels. To be honest, we asked for her best friend Beyonce, but she was busy. So, give it up for Miss Diamond Drop.
Hello there, I'm Miss Diamond Drop. Five-time Grammy nominee, and I'm here to be your guest judge. But you can call me Diddy.
Our second judge for the evening is the tree-hugging, animal lover, force for peace, Miss Penelope Tulip. You'll remember her from the news, where she recently chained herself to Big Ben to fight for the rights for dandelions not to be considered weeds, but just equal flowers. So, rumor has it that her grandmother actually started Glastonbury, and that she even recycles her toenails. We asked her to fly in for the evening, but she said no because of the carbon emissions, and except rode in on the back of a dolphin. She's at one with the animals. She's most famous for her Eastern dancing and being the stylish queen in the hippie community. So, give it up for Miss Penelope Tulip. Our third judge for the evening is none other than Mr. Carl Carmichael. Of course you know who he is. He has his own music label, he's got his own movie studios, and he even has his own television network. He is the godfather of all things entertainment. He's been a millionaire since he was 21, and the only thing he can't afford to buy, it seems, is some manners. Rumor has it that he gave his own dog to the RSPCA because it didn't bark in tune. He's big, he's mean, and he's very scary, but give it up for Mr. Carl Carmichael.
Hi everybody, Carl Carmichael here, all the way from the US of A. Well, let's look at your performances tonight, and let's see how it goes. So, the first act. Let's see that.
Awesome. Thank you, judges. It seems as though it's not just Miss Diamond Drop that's the diva. you were all a bit fashionably late. But our judges, with all their fame, all their sassiness, and all their money, are not the important ones this evening. You at home are the important judge. You will be making the final decision after you've seen all of the acts, and I'll be explaining how later on. Now remember, before we get started, I want to hear from you from the beginning. So as soon as the act begins, as the performance starts, get commenting at home. Type in your comments, and I'll be reading a few of them out. I want to hear what you think of the performances as we go. So, what are we playing for this evening? Well, in fact, we have a whole fantastic prize available. 2 of them is no expense spared. The winner of tonight's show will get a goodie bag full of chocolates, biscuits, ice cream, toys, a lot. They are playing for high stakes, people. It's really going to be worth it. We're going to be looking for 2 acts to win. Act number 1, that will be our winner, is our overall talented, best talent. The second act that will be taking home this goodie bag will be the act that makes us laugh the most. So as you're going through this evening, just be thinking, who do you want to be your winner for the best talent and the act that made you laugh the most? I hope you guys understand. We'll be recapping that later and how to vote. So, introductions aside, I'm sure you're all raring to go. People are saying how much they love Miss Diamond Drop, and Penelope Tulip, you make the best hippie, but we knew that already. So, let's introduce our very first act. Our first act tonight is setting the bar so high. It is filled with people we love, and it's ingenious in how it is. So, act number 1 is the Staples Life Group throwing staples. Look out especially for Chris and Carol for a good laugh. So give it up for the Staples Life Group.
Want to know a lot more about God? Find some songs that can play about God. Nothing living can dwell without God. We're gonna talk about the Lord tonight. Get your Bibles out, let's have some fun. We'll be playing songs with the words redone. We're gonna talk about the Lord tonight. We're gonna talk about God with song rewrites. We're gonna rock and talk all about the Lord tonight. If you wonder what we do this for, we're just singing a new song to the Lord. We're gonna talk about the Lord tonight. We're gonna talk about God with song rewrites. Gonna rock and talk all about the Lord tonight. When you talk about God, you got to know He's the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. We're gonna talk about the Lord tonight. We're gonna talk about God with song rewrites. Gonna rock and talk all about the Lord tonight. When we talk about God, we use the book, 'cause there ain't no other place to look. We're gonna talk about the Lord tonight. We're gonna talk about God with song rewrites. Gonna rock and talk all about the Lord tonight. When the clock strikes 11:59, you can look for God and He'll be right on time. We're gonna talk about the Lord tonight. We're gonna talk about God with song rewrites. Gonna rock and talk all about the Lord tonight.
Wow, the throwing staples, the connection between you was just amazing. The way you caught your husband, I can really sense the connection between you guys, and the way that lady hit the toilet roll with the frying pan with such passion and zeal. Wow, I felt your spirit, guys. Well done.
Well done, act number 1. You did a sterling job of dropping the ball at the end. We can see why you guys will not take home the trophy tonight. But my opinion doesn't count. What counts is the votes from all the viewers. So let's get voting. Is this your winning team?
Awesome. Thank you so much, judges, for your comments. And thank you, Staples Life Group, for kicking off the show in such a great way. Now let's see what you at home have been saying. Well, first thing I saw was that Dave Baker and Digby the dog have the same catching skills. Mark said catch it. Ruth Baker says brilliant loo roll chucking, Baker boys. Proud grandma there. Josie Quirk, I think you have a fan in Hannah Darnell. And Caitlin said great catching skills, 10 out of 10. So that's awesome. I hope you understand how the show is going to work now. So always remember, keep commenting away so I can see what you're saying at home. Now, our next act, act number 2, is a fantastic father-daughter dance. Always the best part of a wedding, but why not start young? It is Neil and Abigail Thompson. Everyone loves a daddy-daughter dance, and I'm sure you're going to love this. Give it up for Neil and Abigail.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. I can't take my eyes up off it, moving so phenomenally. Room on lock the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feeling good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Ooh.
Abby and Neil, that father and daughter routine was par excellence.
Who knew lame dad moves could be so moving?
Awesome. Thank you, judges. Miss Diamond Drop really liked that one. That was excellent dancing, Abigail and Neil. You at home, you said, Cara, you said you're getting the tissues ready. It was emotional. Tiana says, way to go, guys. Awesome. Kathy Dobson says they're adorable. I agree, Kathy. And Becky Douglas says, oh my heart. It was a beautiful performance. Thank you, Thompsons. Okay. Act number 3 is something completely different. It comes from none other than Mr. George Rutledge, a man of many, many talents. George is going to be playing a melody of worship songs on his violin. A very difficult instrument to master indeed. But I want you guys at home to look out and listen for the donkey that seems to join in. Yep, a donkey seems to join in. So let's listen to George violin playing. Thank you, George.
Well, that almost put me to sleep. Lucky for me, the donkeys kept it interesting. I must say, loved the sunset. Just didn't like the weather.
Wow, did you know that beautiful music makes flowers grow? And look, I think they're a bit more plump. I really do.
Thank you, judges, for your comments. And thank you, George, for your amazing entry. That was beautiful. Let's see what you at home have been saying. Michael Corlett, you went, "Go, George!" Ethan Gibbs says, "What lovely music." Caitlin said it's a beautiful location, and I agree, it was. Jackie Staples, you said you love it. Chris, you pointed out that George most certainly is the donkey whisperer. I hope you all caught that donkey being naughty in the background. Okay, up next for act number 4 is none other than our very own elder, Mark Doyle. Now, we all know Mark can preach, we all know Mark can do maths, but have we seen Mark and his football skills? Well, hopefully he'll be showing them off. Mark told me that if this was filmed 10 years ago, it would have been much better. But I can't do football, so I was still quite impressed. Let's see what you think. Let's give it up for Mark Doyle.
Well done to you, Mark. Wow, the way you were kicking that ball. I'm telling you, levels.
Footwork, not as good as Maradona. I'm sure that Ezra can do better.
Okay. Well, as always, thank you, judges, for your comments. We really appreciate them. But, Shem, you've pointed out that Carl is a bit of a bully, but don't anger him, bro. He gets worse. Now, Mark, let's see what people are saying about you. Amy Hugo, you said you were impressed by Mark's football skills. If you're into that. Caitlin, you pointed out that Mark's going to be an Instagram hit. Tiana said, quick feet there. Ezra has something to aim for. Trust me, Mark has got Ezra training already, Tiana. Erica, she says she is impressed by football and the fans in her house. Sorry, bad handwriting there. Erica, you said you were impressed. James Baker, you pointed out that you could probably do that. Do you know what, James? I really think you can. So that's awesome. Right, up next, we have Ethan Gibb. Now, Ethan, you are going to be singing a song for us. You're going to be singing Ellen Vannin, a great patriotic song about the Owl Man at this time. Now, with a name like Gibb, I thought you'd be giving us one of the Bee Gees' greatest hits, but actually, Ellen Vannin is one of my favorites, and I know you sing it beautifully. So everyone, give it up for Ethan Gibb.
When the summer's day is over and this busy curse of flow, I see beneath the starlight with a weary heart out love. On the horizon is like a vision, sparkling bright in nature's glee. My own dear Ellen Vannin, with his greenhouse by the sea. Then I hear the wavelets murmur as they kiss the fairy shore. Then beneath the emerald waters sings a memory of yore. And your shines with beauty, as you look down on me. My own dear Ellen Vannin, in this greenhouse by the sea. That memory sweet and tender, come like music plaintive flow, and the hearts of Ellen Vannin that loved me long ago. So I give with tears and blessings, and life on this was to me. I owe to Ellen Vannin, who was heroes by the sea.
Your angelic voice, it's made my flowers grow even more. Well done.
Now that was beautiful. I did not understand a word, but it pulled at my heartstrings.
Thank you, judges. Ethan, I thought that was awesome, bro. You sang really well. You certainly made us all be so proud to be on the Owl Man at this time. Slew and Cara, you pointed out that Ethan has a voice of an angel, and I agree. Mark, you said it was beautiful. Erica, you pointed out that actually Ethan made you want to cry. It was that good. And Sasa, you said, well done, Ethan. It's so good to see friends celebrating friends. That is awesome. So well done, Ethan. Okay, act number 6. We're ready on to act number 6. Can you believe it? And this one is a good one. Totally different. It comes from Hadassah and Landon Smith. Now, me and Michelle, if you're watching at home, you will remember we used to do a lot of dances. I used to love dancing with my sister when I was growing up, but none of mine and Michelle's dances were as cool as this dance. We never got so clever as to do something like this. So, I can't wait for you guys at home to see it. Let's give it up for Hadassah and Landon Smith.
Tryna run that game, it sounds so sweet when it's in my name. I said, boy, stop, run it back. You can stop that, sorry, can you play that back? I spent the boss last night buying out the box that I can ride come down in the Jaguar. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. You can drive on that, but can you play that back? Baby, I've been waiting for the one to blow my mind. Baby, you can get it if you got that thing I like. making all that noise, but you ain't gonna steal the show. No fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Just play that song I know. Take a deep breath and blow.
I mean, Hadassah and London. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Work it, work it, work it. That was so excellent. I can't wait to feature you guys in my music video.
I can't say that I'm a fan of Nightlights, but this act made that interesting. Nightlights moving in random patterns. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Awesome. Thank you, judges. And well done, Hadassah and Landon. That was amazing. Let's see what you at home have been saying. John Collis, Grandad, you said that's got to be somebody's grandkids. Hadassah and Landon, I'm sure the whole family are super proud of you of that performance. Kirsty, you pointed out that you've got to get that at the next Living Hope Light Party. And I think that's an awesome idea. Certainly keep that in mind. Cheryl Wright, you said, wow, those moves are amazing. And Regina pointed out, wow, so high tech. Stephen Morris, good to hear from you. You said, that is clever stuff. Well done, Hadassah and Landon. Okay, we're moving on to act number 7. We are flying through this show. Act number 7 is something completely different, and it comes from none other than Ruth and Chris Baker. They're going to be doing some balloon animals for us. Who knew about such a hidden talent? I never expected Chris and Ruth to be able to be a performing circus act, although, Chris, you are a bit of a clown most of the time. So, I can't wait for you guys at home to see this. Give it up for Chris and Ruth Baker.
So 17 years ago, we learned the international language of balloon modelling.
We did.
And we have a huge repertoire of many animals that we can make. But today, we thought we would do a little competitive balloon making to see how many dogs we can make in a minute.
Right.
So, somebody going to give us a
I'll count it down, right?
Right, count down, right.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's got to have 2 ears.
I'm doing this.
50 seconds.
Dog.
$40 seconds.
Sausage dog.
Two each at the moment. 30 seconds. 2 each.
Dog.
3 to Dad.
3 to Dag and a 3-legged dog. 4.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
So, and the winner is by a short leg.
So,
Hang on, who does
let's
this
just.
one belong to?
Who's that one?
Mine. Why is that?
Stop! Stop making. So, we have 1 dog,
Hang on, let me fix it. 3 legs.
2 dogs. The best looking dog so far, 3 dogs. 4 dogs. 5 dogs to Daz. 1 dog. 2 dog,
Yeah, I'm sniffing this one.
3 dogs,
He's having a sniff.
4 dogs,
I don't know what that is.
and a cat. So Dad wins the balloon modelling just about by half a dog, and Mum has just excelled herself by making an octopus.
With how many legs?
I mean, that's
Well, 2. It's got 4 legs.
6.
it's supposed to have 8 legs.
It is. It's not an octopus.
Would you like to try again at making the octopus, Mum?
Yes. Make the octopus.
Ah!
They are available for hire for children's parties if you really want to ruin your child's day.
Wow, you really know the moves, the shapes, the curves of a dog. You were at one with the balloon.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Wow, that balloon dog challenge was off the hizzy.
Has that balloon squeaking stopped? Still very talented though. Well done, Chris and Ruth. Now, let's see what you guys have been saying at home about that awesome performance. Slew and Cara, you guys pointed out that every kids' party will be requesting you guys. Wow. Neil, you said you want them for your kid's birthday party. And Karen Walton, you said, how much are you going to charge? Chris and Ruth, certainly it looks like you have a new business up your sleeves. Please just remember to give me a cut of the profits, though. Okay, up next we have Act number 8. We are flying through these guys. And Act number 8 is something quite classy, like myself, I like to think. It is none other than our Becky Dalgleish. Becky is a classically trained, fantastic musician, and she's going to bring some culture and some learning to us, where she performs her rendition of the timeless classical piece, The Blue Danube, by the Austrian composer Johann Strauss. It is simply beautiful. Take it away, Becky.
Okay. This act had absolutely all the substance you need. But this is unfortunately not what I look for when we get to pure, perfect acts.
Now that is a very funny skill, Becky. I hope that water is sparkling. You know, we only do sparkling water for all the way from Switzerland.
Thank you, Becky. That was hard to keep up with you. Now, thank you, judges, for your comments. I bet you've never seen Becky be like that before. But let's see what you at home have been saying. Tiana, you said, such gargling control. I certainly agree. Dave Baker, you said, I'm choking up. Never seen you get so emotional, Dave. Christine Corlett, you said, didn't see that coming. No, I can't imagine many people did, Christine. And Nicola Tarver, you said, what a classy bird. And I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Becky. That was awesome. Okay, let's move on to Act number 9. Act number 9 is one of my personal heroes, none other than John Collis. I simply love the guy. John, he's been at home recently and he's decided to learn a new talent, which I think is awesome. And he wants to show off his new talent. But while he's doing that, John's going to get us all thinking, and he has a question. So listen up at home to John's question and see if you can work out the answer, because I've been thinking about it for a few days now, and I'm still none the wiser. But let's hear from John. John.
We've got my good friend Ken here. Has mixed the dough for me. So there we go. Need to sort of stretch it out. It's that time of the month where dough is getting a bit short. So Anne's at work bringing that in today. So and she baked biscuits yesterday. So anyway, I just thought I'd get here and start to do a few stretching exercises and start to get the dough working as it always does. And you know, this time of the month we need, do you get that? We need a bit extra. And I thought I would make bread, and it hasn't been too bad. I'm just trying different recipes. And the first one was yucky because I used the wrong flour, but it was all we had. I had to go anyway. It was all right. The last one was pretty good. This one is going to be even better. The problem is I've only got 3 minutes, and this is a 10-minute exercise. And I am going to make my phone all sticky if I take my fingers off this and switch the phone on. Anyway, my question is this. If there was social distancing when Jesus was feeding the multitudes, how far apart would they, well, they would have had to stand 4 meters apart, not 2, because the disciples would have had to move between them. And I wonder what the area would have been that those multitudes would have had to cover, and how far the disciples would have had to walk to feed them, unless they passed it around. So I haven't worked it out because I don't need to, but I thought there's some sort of actuarial type brains or leadership people, pastors or whatever, who might just give it a go. So anyway, tomorrow, later on tonight, once it's all proven and risen and done all the stuff it's supposed to do, I'll be able to give a message, but probably not, about how Jesus is the bread of life. But anyway, this is my little contribution. We'll see how we go between now and next Wednesday. So there we go. What manner of bread is this? The one at the back is a loaf baked about 2 days ago. The other just came out the oven now. Not going to cut it. It's still a bit too early. But anyway, there we go. So that's my attempt and my go for the lockdown. So there are skills we can learn in this time. Just do something different, everybody. Bye now.
Baking bread in 3 minutes. Amazing. But I would rather wanted to see the cookies. I'm more in tune with that. So, looking at the size and space required, I don't care. I own it all. And, must say, the bread looks deliciously. At me at the end. I might just need to come around and have a taste. If there's jam and butter.
Awesome. Thank you, judges, and thank you, John, for showing us your awesome bread making skills. Now, I don't know about you guys at home, but I ran out of fingers and got confused in that question. Melissa, you reckon George Rutledge can answer it, and so do I. So, George, get thinking. Let's see what else you guys put. Mark, you pointed out that John is a legend, and I certainly agree with that. Kate, then you asked John if you can start putting your orders in for bread. Sounds like, John, you also got a business opportunity on your hands here, sir. Jackie Staples, you simply said, I hope your hands are washed. Good point, Jackie, especially at this current time. Okay, guys, we are now halfway through our show tonight. Can you believe it? Halfway. I hope you're all enjoying it, and yet you're still sitting comfortably. Let's keep going. Act number 10 is a really good friend of mine. It's none other than Caden Gibson. Caden, I thought we were such good friends, and I didn't know that you have this awesome hidden talent. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Caden is going to be doing his impression of Sir David Attenborough. It's a little bit cheeky, but it's really funny. So I encourage you to bring up that volume and listen to it. Let's give it up for Caden Gibson.
Hi, we are here on a journey through the woods for the first time since lockdown.
That way is the plantation. We do not know the way. So to the plantation. This is if we follow the path, otherwise we die. You see, otherwise we die. This is what you call a wild Polly. You must not disturb her. She can attack at any moment. You need to watch her back. As you can see, this is not recommended. It is very rare to find a wild Polly. You may find her in these woods, looking where to go. She may hunt food as she strolls through the woods. Must be very silent, as she still has ears. She is saying that she needs a stick. She has pointed out that it needs to be long. There are sticks everywhere, but yet she cannot find them. This points out she has bad eyesight. Stick, stick, stick. I hear breathing behind me. She may attack at any moment. She reminds me of a monkey. We're going on a bear hunt. It's gonna be a big one. Oh no! We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We have to go through it. What will we find today? More talent, singing. We can go sit on this log. We need to check if it's safe first, as it may be dangerous. It is safe. I just ate another fly. Ew. That was disgusting. We must catch up to the creature. Oh no, where is it gone? We must find it. Is it over here? I can hear footsteps. I found it. It appears to be looking for an angle to pounce. It does not know that I have saw it yet. It had said ow. That is an indicator that it is hurt. Hello. Hello. You can see me now. I can see up. I'm looking directly. What was that? Oh, a baby sheep. To be continued.
I mean, Caden, well done. That almost made me want to go outside. And you know, Miss Diamond doesn't do outdoors.
Being in nature. Overrated. You must come to my new yacht. It's so nice. On top of nature. Traveling the seas. Swimming where I want. But hey, I've never heard of a Polly in the wild. Caden, maybe you need to come and show me a Polly in the wild.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, Caden. That was awesome. And you know what, Caden? I was super impressed by how awesome you edited that thing. Really good job, bro. Let's see what you guys at home had to say. Becky, you said go Caden. Caitlin, you said Cades, you should have your own YouTube show. There's an idea for you, Caden. Chris Staples said, a wild Polly, you're so lucky to see one. I agree. Cheryl Wright, you put, Polly, he is so cheeky. Sue Smith, you said, just as dramatic as Attenborough. Caden, I think you need to watch out because BBC is going to come knocking for their new documentary. Well done, bro. Okay, up next is act number 11. I've run out of fingers. That's how far along we are. Now, act number 11 is none other than Miss Phoebe Stanfield. Phoebe, you're the only one to bring in a four-legged friend, and I was super impressed by your entry, and I can't wait for everyone to see it. My dog is meant to be half brothers with Gatsby, but let me tell you something. My dog cannot do anything like this, at what Gatsby's doing. I can't wait for you all at home to see it as well. Give it up for Phoebe.
Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty, chitty, bang, bang. I'll find Wolf and a friend. Bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. I'll find Wolf and a friend. You're uncategorical, a fool-learning oracle, a phantasmagorical machine. You're more than spectacular, to use the vernacular. You're wizard, you're smashing, you're keen. Chitty, pretty, chitty, bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, we love you. And chitty, 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 bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, what we'll do, near, far, in a motor car, oh, what a happy time we'll spend. Bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, I'll find Wolf.
I'm surprised you're not scratching your ears or smelling other people's bums because you were at one with the dog. Amazing.
That was such a fantastic job, Phoebe. That dog of yours is gonna go places. Just put a little bit of a sparkle on a pink scarf.
Awesome. Thank you, judges. That was some great tricks there, Phoebe. I am super impressed how you could teach Gatsby those. Caitlin, you pointed out that your whole family was cheering. So Phoebe, well done. Your whole family is super proud. Let's see what everyone else had to say. Arthur, you said amazing, and I agree. That was amazing. Well done, Gatsby. Cheryl, you said, come train my dog. I agree, Cheryl. Phoebe, if you can teach Gatsby all that, I'm sure you can teach Monty that as well. We would really appreciate some help with him. Now, that was awesome. Now let's move on to act number 12. Act number 12 is our very own Rachel Thompson. And when I first saw this act, I was blown away. I really cannot wait for you guys at home to hear Rachel. She is going to be singing Writing on the Wall by Sam Smith. It is absolutely incredible. So keep the volume raised as high as you can go and give it up for Rachel Thompson.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be singing for you Writing on the Wall by Sam Smith, and afterwards I'm going to show you a few of my paintings that I've been working on. I've been here before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away. But with you I'm feeling something that makes me want to stay. I'm prepared for this. I never shoot to miss, but I feel like a storm is coming. If I'm gonna make it through the day, then there's no more use in running. This is something I gotta face. If I risk it all, could you break my fall? How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I want to feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all. 'Cause the writing's on the wall. This is my lion. This is my lion that I've been drawing. This is my koala. I really like it because my new topic in school is Australia, so I can send it to them as well. This is my panda. And this is my rabbit. Bye!
So you guys think that this was great? So do I. It seems that the kids deliver the goods all the time. Well done, great song, greatly executed. Not my type of song, but greatly executed.
Wowzers, Rachel. I mean, talk about triple threat. Beauty, voice, and our very own Picasso. You are the one to watch, my girl. Mwah.
Thank you, judges. Rachel, that was so beautiful. Even Carl was impressed. Let's see what everyone else had to say. Chuka, you put a star, definitely. Kathy Dobson, you wrote, Rachel, you have a voice of an angel. We need you in kids worship. Caitlin, you pointed out that she's multi-talented with those incredible pieces of art and that amazing singing voice. Michelle, you wrote, you're going to steal the show, Rachel. Rachel, all those times that we were in Greens together and I've never heard you sing. Next time, I think you're going to have to sing for us. That was amazing. Well done, Rachel. Okay, guys, we're moving on to act number 13. And he is equally as impressive. Act number 13 is none other than Jacob Gibb. Jacob is going to be performing some of his gymnastics, and I was blown away by the incredible athletic ability. Something I want you guys at home to look out for, or maybe it's just me, but I'm sure at one point when he does his backflip, it looks like he even pushes away a sun ray in glorious slow motion. It's really breathtaking. So give it up for Jacob Gibb.
You are clearly at one with the universe. Fast as lightning, strong as thunder, as smooth as the wind. Awesome.
Man, I'm tired just looking at that. Running around, jumping, doing handstands, walking on your hands. Shouldn't kids be sitting in front of the telly, playing TV games? In my day, that's all we did.
Awesome. Thank you, judges. Jacob, I got tired even watching that. That was so impressive, bro. Well done. Let's see what some other people had to say. Shem, you said, this is so cool, Jacob. Got to agree. Shem, I think he did a better handstand than you, bro. Amy, you pointed out, very cool, Jacob. Slew and Cara, you said, who needs legs when you have strong arms like that? That was an impressive handstand. And Chris, you pointed out that not even Mark Doyle can do that. Some tough competition on the go there. So well done, Jacob. We're all super impressed with you, bro. Well done. Okay, number 14, the Wright family. They're going to be doing some dancing for us. Now, when I first saw this, I thought the Wright family must be a great family to be locked down with. Next global pandemic, I'm moving in with you guys. It seems like loads of fun. Let's give it up for the Wright family.
All I ever wanted was to see you smile, and all I ever wanted was to make Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Girl, it's so warm.
I get the tingles in a silly place. It starts in my toes and I crinkle my nose. I always know you make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Just take your time wherever you go.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Goodness, the right family. You got moves for days. That performance was lit.
First of all, the way you twirl that bell dress was beautiful. This is for you. But second of all, I thought I was weird, and then I met you guys. That connected with my soul. Such passion, guys. Well done.
Awesome. Thank you, judges, for your comments. And thank you, Right Family. That was super impressive and loads of energy. Let's see what you guys at home had to say. Tiana, you said, check those moves, twinkle feet. I hope that was who that was to. Caitlin, you said, lots of talent for one family. Certainly agree with you there, Caitlin. Shem, you said, Matt, I'm speechless. I hope that's for good reasons, Shem. And Karen, you said you want to jump up and down and join the dance. There's certainly a lot of creative use of fancy Photoshop features in that whole routine. I was certainly impressed, especially the random gorilla for a few seconds. Okay, right. Next we have an awesome treat coming from the Staples family, mainly Jackie and Terry Staples. You're going to love it. They're going to be singing a classic Cockney song all about London. You're going to love it. It made me smile so many times. So let's give it up for Jackie and Terry.
So today, I want to sing you a song about a friend of mine. Someone who people are really mean about. But you know what? She gets into your heart. And so I'm going to dedicate this song to my first love. And it goes like this.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town.
Okay, just walk with me.
Barrier! Oh, me plates are
the meat are killing me. I'll have to go up the apples and pears for a rest.
Just as I thought we're getting to a good act, singing love songs, making millions. And we sing about a town. Well, I know the feeling. My heart lies with the Big Apple. But London? Nah.
That was such a special rendition from Grandpa and Grandma Staples and Chris as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, judges, for your comments. And thank you, Jackie, Terry, and Chris Staples. You guys make Cockney Rhyming Slam look so cool. Please teach me some next time we get to hang out. Let's see what the other comments had to say. Helen Dunlop, you said, great social distancing collaboration. I agree, that was very awesome. Hannah, you pointed out that that's actually your favorite. Possibly a favorite for the win then, perhaps. Caitlin, you said, is that Chris on guitar or Ed Sheeran? It was hard to tell, I agree. Amy, you said we love Jackie and Terry. And Ed, you said Ruby is loving it. Hello, Ruby Rubes. Good to hear from you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to our last two acts, and they are brilliant. I can't wait for you to see them. Our act number 17 is Olivia and Karen Walton. Now, most mothers and daughters, they bond over things like shopping or makeup, but personally, I think this is brilliant. This is the best mother-daughter performance I have ever seen. It's a bit creepy, but you two amazing ladies do a great job of it. Let's give it up for Olivia and Karen.
Freaky. You shouldn't be doing that with your arms, or any part of your body, to be honest. I don't think I've got any words for this. I don't think I can vote or comment. Man, how useful is that in life? Well, this may be a winner.
Awesome. Thank you, Karen and Olivia Walton. That was a little bit creepy. And thank you, judges, for your comments, of course. Now, let's see what you at home had to say. Jeff, you said, anyone know the child? The?
Cairo.
Cairo. Bad handwriting again. Anyone know the Cairo? Beverly Naidu, it was awesome to hear from you. You said Houdini has got nothing on you guys. I certainly agree. That was really, really creepy. Tiana, you said, you make me cringe. Luckily, it was done in such a beautiful setting, but if it was a dark alleyway, that would have been extra creepy. But well done, Olivia and Karen. Okay, last but not least, we have none other than Ely Robinson. And it is such incredible performance. And I put it last because it made me so patriotic about the Owl Man. Ely is going to be doing a human version of the 3 legs of man. Yep, you heard that right. I was equally as confused when I first heard it, but I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's actually really impressive. So let's give it up for Ely Robinson.
Wowzers, Ailey. That was a fantastic job. I don't know how you do that. Oh, I think I need some physio after trying to do that. Oh, well done. That was impressive.
How do you do that? Sister, you are talented. I can't even get my leg up on like that.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, E. Robertson. That was super impressive and made us all so patriotic about the Isle of Man. I have never seen anything like that before. Tiana, you said great balancing skills. Certainly was an inventive use of a ladder. And Cheryl Wright, you said that's so impressive. Little Manx Fairy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that actually is all our performances for this evening. Can you believe it? Now, here's for the bit you've all been waiting for. Time to get voting. But before you do, let me explain to you how the voting will work. It's very important, this part. We're going to be voting for 2 winners tonight. Our first winner is for the best talent. Our second winner is for the act that made you laugh the most. And how do you vote? Well, you simply will write a comment in a minute, not just yet. And I want you to put A for the best talent, and then followed by the number of the act that you want to vote for the best talent. And B, that is your vote for the act that made you laugh the most. And you put the number of that act that made you laugh. So remember, A is for your vote for the talented person, and B is your vote for the act that made you laugh the most. Now, I'm sure you guys at home are thinking, I can't remember all the acts. Well, we're going to play a highlights reel shortly, and while that highlights reel is on, start voting. Just simply put in the comments A followed by the number and B followed by the number. And remember, it's only 1 vote per person and 1 vote per family, so don't go too crazy thinking you can vote multiple times. So A and a number, B and a number. But let's check out our highlights reel of all our awesome performances tonight.
Get your Bibles out, let's have some fun. We'll be playing songs with the words we've done. We're gonna talk about the Lord tonight. We're gonna talk about God with some rewrites. We're gonna rock and talk all about the Lord tonight.
Wow, I felt your spirit, guys. Well done.
We can see why you guys will not take home the trophy tonight.
Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance.
Mwah! Par excellence.
Oh, that almost put me to sleep.
Did you know that beautiful music makes flowers grow?
Wow, the way you were kicking that ball.
Not as good as Maradona.
Your angelic voice. Oh.
Now that was beautiful.
Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Work it, work it, work it.
I can't say that I'm a fan.
40 seconds.
Sausage dog.
Two each at the moment. 30 seconds. Two each.
Dog.
You were at one with the balloon.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
This is unfortunately not what I look for.
Now that is a very funny skill.
So anyway, I just thought I'd get here and start to do a few stretching exercises and start to get the dough working as it always does. And
Baking bread in 3 minutes. Amazing.
This is what you call a wild Polly. You must not disturb her. She can attack at any moment. You need to watch her back. As you can see, this is not recommended.
Well done. That almost made me want to go outside.
Being in nature. Overrated.
Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, oh you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, without you I'll be in chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. What we'll do near far in a motor car, oh what a happy time we'll spend. Bang bang, chitty.
Amazing.
That was such a fantastic job.
How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I want to feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up?
Not my type of song, but greatly executed.
You are the one to watch, my girl. Mwah.
Awesome.
Man, I'm tired just looking at that.
All I ever wanted was to see you smile, and all I ever wanted was to make you mine.
This my shit. All the girls stomp your feet like this. Few times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like this.
You got moves for days.
That connected with my soul.
It's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner.
I know the feeling. My heart lies with the Big Apple. But London? Nah.
That was such a special rendition.
Where's he gone?
Where's he going?
That was insane.
Well done, boy. Love the fact that you made your brother disappear. I sometimes wish I could do the same to my brother. Freaky. You shouldn't be doing that with your arms, or any part of your body, to be honest.
Well done, that was impressive.
How do you do that? Sister, you are talented.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys at home. Your votes are flooding in. Now, as I'm speaking, you could probably hear in the background our adjudicators counting all the votes. They will continue counting for the next few moments. So if you have not got your vote in, you have a few seconds left to make sure that your vote is in. Remember, A is for the best talent, and B is for the act that made you laugh the most. So get those votes in. Only a few more seconds left. And the count will start, votes will start being counted shortly. While we're waiting for the votes to come flooding in, I just want to say a massive couple of thank yous. First of all, I want to say thank you to you guys at home for watching. We so appreciate you all spending your Saturday night with us. So thank you. I hope you guys have had a great night of laughter and seeing the church family's faces again at these harsh times. My second thank you goes out to all of our incredible people that entered. The Bakers, the Stanfields, the Smiths, Robertsons, all of the above. I can't even remember you all. But thank you so much. We really appreciate everyone who took the time to film 3 minutes showing off their talents. It's been a great celebration of the church family, and we really enjoyed it and appreciate all the effort, editing, and footage that has gone into this. So thank you. My third thank you goes out to none other than Mr. Ben Daglish. Ladies and gentlemen, you must realize I am just a monkey sitting here. This whole thing has been put together. He is right there watching at home. He has been spending many hours behind the scenes getting this all together. So Ben, I know you can hear me and I know you're squirming, but thank you so much. And actually, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking a small favor. If you get a chance, after you've cast your vote, pick up your phone, and if you have his number, send Ben a text and make sure that he knows how awesome he is and saying thank you for all the effort he has put in. Okay, I'm just looking over now to seeing there are still votes flying in. I can't believe how many votes are coming in. There's A's and B's filling up the pages. It's going to take a few seconds to count, but we want to make sure that the best person gets the prize because it looks like, oh, we look like we have some clear winners on the go. Most people have stuck to their A's and B's. There's only a few people that have A and B under the same category. Mark, you'll be happy to know you do have a few votes of A and B. Some people thought you were talented. Some people thought you were funny. But I'm afraid, Mark Doyle, doesn't look like you're in for the win tonight. Let's see who else. Ruth and Chris as well. A few people were laughing along to you. You've got a good few votes. But as well, I don't think it's looking for you. But certainly a good few votes for the best laughter. Well, by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get excited. The votes are being counted by our independent adjudicators. Let's have a look. Let's see who else we've got. Whoa. Huge sheets. I wish you could see what I can see here, ladies and gentlemen. Great numbers coming through of A's and B's. It seems as though the adjudicators are getting happy. Just the last final counts being made for the big prize. Remember, most talented and the one that made you laugh the most. Now, I'm being handed an envelope. This envelope, counted, adjudicated, we have our winners. The scores are in. Remember, our prizes tonight is that big goodie bag of chocolate and treats and all of that. So, without further ado, if you're at home, do a bit of a drum roll, because I saw some of you guys were debating who to vote for. The Stanfield family, you wrote down that you were debating for a little while who your vote should go to, but the votes are in. So let's have a little drum roll. Ooh. I'm opening up the envelope. Let's see who tonight's winners are of the Douglas AM Big Night In Talent Show. Okay. Let's have a look. Very good, very good. Okay, I'm going to announce number B first. Number B? Letter B. The funniest act. So, the winner of the act that made us laugh the most was none other than Mr. Caden Gibson. Caden, well done, bro. I am so happy for you. You made me laugh, and I'm so glad that people at home saw how funny you are with your cheekiness. And thank you, Polly, for being such a good sport. That was awesome, Caden. That goodie bag is coming to you, bro, and I could not be happier. Okay, next one. The best talent. Bit of a drum roll. The Douglas AM best talent is none other than Miss Rachel Thompson. Rachel, I am so happy, and I hope that you are jumping up and down into a house. Rachel, you sang beautifully, and I'm so glad everyone at home was equally as surprised and overwhelmed, and their jaws were on the floor at your amazing singing. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We have our winners, Caden Gibson and Rachel Thompson. What a fantastic evening, and I really hope you have all had a good time. Remember, please send a thank you to Ben Daglish for all the effort he has put in for tonight as well. So, that's enough for me. I've been your host for the evening. I'm going to leave you guys with our winner, Rachel Thompson. She is a beautiful singer, and I hope that you enjoy her singing one more time. So let's give it up for Rachel Thompson. Well done, Rachel.
Hello everyone, Today I'm going to be singing for you Writing on the Wall by Sam Smith, and afterwards I'm going to show you a few of my paintings that I've been working on. I've been here before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away, but with you I'm feeling something that makes me want to stay. I'm prepared for this. I never shoot to miss, but I feel like a storm is coming. If I'm gonna make it through the day, then there's no more use in running. This is something I gotta face. If I risk it all, could you break my fall? How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I want to feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all. 'Cause the writing's on the wall. This is my lion. This is my lion that I've been drawing. This is my koala. I really like it because my new topic in school is Australia, so I can send it to them as well. This is my panda. And this is my rabbit. Bye!
I was going to smile just in case.